What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are having a great Friday, and hopefully you guys did better than me, because yesterday I didn't do good, and no, I didn't make a video on it because I took a couple losses, and I just wanted to enjoy the rest of my day while I could. So this week was probably one of the worst weeks I've ever had. Blew the funded, over trading, spiraling out. But I take it as a learning week. I learned a lot about myself and what I can do to, not make sure that happens again. Because I have my rules. If I follow them, I know I'll come out on top. So before we get into the trades, can you all subscribe? Because we are at 181 now. That's pretty hype. We need 19 more subscribers to get to 200. That would be really cool by the end of the week. I'm going for the end of the month. That's my goal. It's my ultimate goal. But today we're down, 439.36. The first trade we lost 270, which was this one right here. That was basically the entry, maybe a little lower like that. Basically entry right there. Loss is here. And yes, it is about 1 point more than what I always want. We got some slippage, and I really freaking hate that because when price dumps like this, it seems that I get screwed out of like another $20. So we lost 270 on this one. Then I was originally looking for this trade right here. This was the SMT. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I was like, I think we're going to keep going higher. My bias is bullish just because of the daily, the high time frame analysis. We're just so bullish running up. And I was like, why would we stop? But apparently whenever I get in, that's when we stopped. I don't know. I need to kind of incorporate another confluence, I think, which I'm going to look in this weekend, getting back into order flow, because that seemed like it worked a lot better when I first started this strategy. I was passing accounts left and right and getting close to payouts and stuff, but if I can get back to that, that'd be great. So yeah, we did have an SMT right here at the time. I really liked it. I was originally looking for this one here, like so, but ES also took that low. And when we created this, by the time I actually saw that we created it, we were already like here, which it would have still played out, but I hesitated, and that's when I noticed it. And you can obviously see, like, shortly after, we just kept running up, and by the time that happened, my entry was going to be there. So for our purposes, that's why I didn't get in, and that's unfortunate because that would have really been great. At the high, there was, I believe, there was a SMT, but my bias was not bearish. Right there, I count equal highs as the liquidity being taken. So that would be the SMT right there. And shorting that would have made me absolutely a millionaire. So yeah, that sucks. But it was against my bias. That's why I didn't take it. And I didn't want to flip around to different, strategies. Or not strategies, different biases midday. So this trade here, I wanted the SMT of this. ES took it prior to NQ taking it. We ran back up, and I thought we hit 1-to-1. I didn't know if we did or not, but we did, and I should have went break even. But I got out whenever the SMT did become invalidated. Now, with that being said, on Tuesday or whenever I lost the funded account, whatever day that was, I don't know anymore, I realized that I started taking the trades as far as letting the SMT get invalidated and just watching it run. And it would run up to not even break even and then just stop me out at minus 250. So I think that's what kind of made me crash out, is I didn't follow that single rule. I didn't follow a lot of rules. The two trade per day rule. If I'm feeling a certain way, just get up and leave and go do something else. I don't have to take a trade every day. Those are all the rules that I think I've broken. Probably more like that. More than that this week. This week was brutal. I don't know why I was crashing out and breaking rules. But I can say that I did learn a lot from it, and I think it will help me get towards the payout that I want. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm saying here. If you have any tips, throw it in the comments. Any questions, throw it in the comments. But the account is about $540 away from being blown. This was my Asia account, which I am transferring it to New York next week because I had better luck with New York, better trades, better everything with New York. So I'm switching it to New York. The time commitment for Asia I can't do. The focus commitment on it for Asia, I just can't do it. So this is getting switched to New York from now on. And I'm excited to see where that goes next week. Hopefully, we can make some money and get this account back up out of shambles. We are currently down about $530 on it, which you may say that's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible either, but we have only about $540 until max drawdown is taken. So once that's hit, the account's blown. I'm trying to get another account by watching My Fun and Futures and sniping a code, but I've been unlucky. So anyways, let's do the verse of the day and pack it up and enjoy the weekend. Let's see here. Verse of the day is Acts of the Apostles 2024. But my life is worth nothing to me unless I use it for finishing the work assigned me by the Lord Jesus. The work of telling others the good news about the wonderful grace of God. And basically the Acts of the Apostles, they're talking about how life is useless. Okay, not useless. Life is meaningless if you're not trying to finish the work that Lord Jesus has put you in. Like you're in a situation every single day, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. Whether you feel like you need to go deliver some socks to a homeless person, get some food for someone or whatever that is, you won't really feel fulfilled until you do that kind of stuff. That's why that whole saying of where money doesn't equal happiness, while yeah, you may need money to go and do some of those things, like take your girlfriend out to dinner, parents, blah, blah, blah. But you can figure it out. God will put you in those situations to figure out whether that's going and helping an old lady cross the street, that'll help you feel fulfilled, or saying happy birthday to someone, or telling them they look nice, whatever that may be. But in the end, do something in the name of Christ that makes you happy today, and I will as well. But to move on, join SPS, it's in the description. Join my Discord, it's in the description. Again, I'm still trying to do the no or so if someone wants to count how many times, that'd be cool. But yeah, join SPS in the description. Use that link and it'll support me, as well as join my Discord if you have any questions. But I hope to see you guys Monday with some better news, and we'll see where this journey takes us. It's pretty exciting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys Monday.